For me, leaving the European Union would put at risk the degree to which human rights are protected in the UK as a whole and in Northern Ireland in particular. I wouldn't want to overestimate the risk, because we would still be protected by the rights that are enshrined in the European Convention on Human Rights, which is part of the Council of Europe's system for protecting rights, nothing to do with the European Union. On the other hand, leaving the European Union would put at risk some of the acquired rights that have already been conferred by the European Union, and they relate in particular to workers' rights and to the right not to be discriminated against on all sorts of grounds, and to the right to establish a business anywhere in the European Union. It would also put at risk, to some extent, the potential for future protection of rights in Europe, which is going to happen, I think, under the Charter of Fundamental Rights, which is a European Union document which has been part of EU law since 2009, but which has not yet had the chance to be developed by the organs of the European Union in a way which will enhance, much further than is currently the case, human rights. So, for example, the Charter protects the right not to be discriminated against on the basis of genetic features. It protects the right to just and fair working conditions, and it protects the right to a high level of environmental protection. Those are all rights which the European Convention does not protect. Now, it's possible that if we were to leave the European Union, the UK government and the Northern Irish government would protect our rights to an even greater extent than would be the case if we were in the European Union. And that has happened to some extent in the past. For example, the national minimum wage is a domestic human right, not something which the European Union has delivered. But I think in general it's less likely that our domestic government would protect our rights better than would be the case if we remained in the European Union. So I, for one, would be voting to stay in the European Union.